Chapter 10 continuation: A comrade in the neighborhood, special interests, and the monetary. A first warning. All persons in this book are fictional. All claims, regardless of topic, are precisely that. Claims. Some are rooted in empirical facts, while others are pure imagination. My goal is to strike a balance between vision and reality, between fiction and fact, in such a way that the audience can recognize themselves and build further on the multitude of ideas and inventions. The book has no ambition to preach an overarching goal, but instead questions accepted truths. In this way, in a Socratic manner, the rest is left to the audience. Walter sat in the kitchen talking with his mother. Mother Ulrich. A lovely woman in her 60s, always understanding and loving towards her son. A bit on the side, perhaps a bit too intrusive, but Walter had a sort of moral compass. Altruistic, subjective, and it had guided him in the right direction, for the most part. It was worse with the idiots he had as friends in the neighborhood. The railing was the worst. He knocked on the door often and could never resist making comments about Walter's mother. Apparently, he was hot for her. The whole thing became extremely embarrassing when he showed up on Saturday morning with a bouquet of flowers. Walter was home and saw Reilingen hand the bouquet to his mother. She smiled politely as always, but Walter knew the background and the creepy plans his buddy Reilingen had. A few days later, Reilingen did the same thing, and the embarrassment intensified. Walter's mother went into Walter's room and asked what was going on. Walter knew, but tried to pretend he didn't. But then he burst out. "Reilingen is crazy about you." Walter's mother shook her head and walked out. Walter's father entered the scene, meaning the small apartment the three of them lived in. He was completely unaware of most things, but he had an announcement. Walter and Walter's mother sat down to hear the latest news. He could report that he had earned several $1,000,000 through some smart stock purchases, without mentioning Sindra Finns. But the truth was that Sindra Finns, Erna Solberg's husband, was involved in this stock adventure. It was an 11-digit amount. Walter's father suggested they move from the east side to the west side. He already had a terrace apartment on Ullanosen lined up. Price tag, $24 million. Without anyone realizing it, the monetary cow had taken over the entire life of the family involved. Walter's friend Reilingen would shrink away. His wet dream would soon dry up. Walter's poor economy would flourish, and Father Walter would get his stunning, delicious wife back in full measure. He had spent some time in Lofoten and had developed what we call a stallion cock, which worked excellently in the new era.